Hey there, Jerry Morant here. And right now it's autumn, so it's that transition time between the nice warm weather and when it starts getting cold and then the snows start to fly. It's also that time of year where the trees up here in the north go through their change. They go from that lustrous green and verdant color to those multicolored hues of oranges and reds and yellows, and that lasts for a couple of days, and then the leaves all start to fall and you're just left with sticks in the air. So we're at that point now. We're past the colorful stage and we're into the fall end of autumn. And so I was out there raking leaves in our yard this morning, and it got me to thinking about this radio show that I listened to the other day. It was quite funny. It was on the CBC, and the show is called This Is That, and it's a satirical look at news. So they go through different stories as if they were true news stories, just to fool the audience and get them thinking that there's things are even stranger than they really are. And this clip that I was started thinking about was how the mayor of this small town decided to pass a bylaw that it would be up to the individual who owned the tree to rake up all the leaves that fell from it throughout the town. So it all came about because this mayor saw in his yard that there were a handful of leaves that obviously came from one of his neighbor's trees, because he didn't have a tree that had leaves of that shape or color. So he passed this bylaw saying that everyone had to rake their leaves up. So it was quite funny. With it, you get to thinking about it, and it is kind of true up here. There's a limited amount of time to actually rake leaves. At this time of year, when you're up this far north, the days end relatively quickly. So by the time you get home, it's turning dark already. You don't have time to get out and do yard work. So that means that job has to be done on the weekend. And that cuts into your family time and time when you want to be doing things with your family and enjoying your life, as opposed to being out in the yard raking leaves. So that does turn it into more of a chore. So I was kind of happy that I was able to get out there and do it today on a weekday, because I do work from home. So that's one of the other great benefits when you're working at home. You do get to work your time around so that you can do some of those chores that are generally relegated to the weekend, that cut into the time when you can relax with your family and do fun things. So if you think about it, uh, it's just one of those little perks that you can work your time around, so that you can work a little later in the night when it's dark doing your work, and when it's during the daylight you can be outside doing those other things. So keep that in mind if you're thinking of what you can do to get some extra money or change the way that you're living. Uh, think of working at home. And then you can enjoy doing those chores like raking leaves, and it won't seem like it's such a bad job after all. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments on this, please leave them below, like and share if you see fit, and please come back and check out my next video. Thanks. Bye.